it's a lot that comes with it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I tell people that all the time, when people want to be,
I mean, you're
on
still
TV
cooking
and
long after you come out of the womb. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like you're
exactly.
still
Exactly. You're learning.
You're still kind of in an incubator with
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
parents and like
Yeah.
whatever.
And a lot comes with entering the entertainment industry.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pressure, expectation, outside in, like
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and
man.
the younger you start them, I feel like the more you put them into this bubble where it's like you can't mess up.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
kids are gonna mess up.
Right.
That's what they are. Like
Right.
the kids are gonna human beings are gonna mess up regardless.
Right.
You're gonna, there's gonna be good days and bad days. But as a kid, I think it's kind of too much pressure sometimes to be able to be like,
dude,
you
for
did
real.
this wrong and everyone's gonna know about it.
For real.
Because, I tell people all the time, God forbid, but anyone, that's not, grew up how we did and as child actors could go and have a slip up or get a DUI.
Yeah.
And they can go back to work on Monday and nothing ever happened. Yeah. It's like one of us get a DUI and it's going to be on the news before you get booked and processed.
Right.
You're going to be like,
I dodged bullets.
he's
I got lucky, dude. I got a DUI when I was 19 and it never went out.
Where were you in bumfuck?
No, I was in downtown LA, man.
Really?
Yep, I got lucky. It never made it out.
Hey.
Yo, you got some good lawyers. Look.
All right. Yeah.
No, for real though.
Paid that money.
For real though. He's expensive as fuck.
Devon dropped that bag off.
Damn.
Devon was like, yo,
here's the bag.
Make it go away.
make that go away.
Wow.
Yeah, although honestly, it might have helped my career.
Well,
I wish it did get out there.
No. He's like,
They
bad
would have
boy.
seen me as a bad boy, Chris.
Bad boy.
I am a bad boy.
I was too squeaky clean. I swear, I do cool things too.
Damn.
Aren't I cool? Don't drink and drive
At all.
No.
At all.
Don't do that
Not
shit.
at all.
No, I learned my lesson. It was like the right humbling.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that shit was real. I was like, oh, this could really affect things. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, man.
I gotta be careful.
But those are the things that like we have to go through where it's like people, you get in trouble or something and people are calling you like, what are you doing? Bro, one time I had some crazy things happen in my life and people calling me like, yo, what happened? You did what's going on? I'm like, bro, I don't even talk to you on a normal basis.
Right,
like,
right.
You're calling me to like give me a lecture? Like what is happening?
Back up.
You know what I mean? And it's like
damn.
that only happens because our lives will forever be in the limelight, no matter what.
Yeah.
Like so.
Hopefully forever.
Hopefully.
Right.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Chasing it forever.
well, because here's the thing, right? And I'll give you guys your flowers for always being like amazing at your show and everything you guys did.
Sorry, we burned yours.
Yo, that's
We had
hilarious.
to. Devin fought us for it. He's like, no, we're not lighting it on fire. Devin.
We're lighting these fires on
I
fire.
thought that shit was hilarious.
I mean, hey, man.
Bro, you know what's so funny? Like people were sending me this, they're like, the Nets cast is hating on y'all. I'm like,
No, we're
they
not.
don't even know. Like I know these people.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking
No,
about?
we're not.
I was like, I know.
We're not
them.
hating on the cast.
I was in the comments like dying laughing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
so this is fucking hilarious. No, but what I was gonna say was that like for us, right? Because we were talking about the it lasting long or whatever, like being in this limelight. But what I said is we have the amazing, very interesting like perspective that we have in this field, right? Mm-hmm. Because most people that grew up watching television or movies, they didn't grow up with the cat. Like that's what we all have, right? Yeah. Where people will come up to you, and I know they tell you this all the time, like you were my childhood, right? So like that, I think is what kind of gives it this longevity of like,
No, you're
it's
right.
forever.
That is
You know what I
forever.
mean? It's
Because
like a connection.
that generation's connection to us is
Yeah.
forever because it's always their childhood.
Yeah, it's always
That
their
doesn't
childhood.
go away.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
That's
like-
true. That is like this weird, lasting essence, this like magic that pervades our experience with this.
Yeah, because I've been places where I've seen someone, meet someone that's like very, very like where I would be like, yo, that person's like the holy grail.
Right.
And then they'll like see like me or my brother and then they'll flip the fuck out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was like, with them, they were just like, yo, it's so nice to meet you. Love your work.
Right.
And then with us, I'm like, oh! And then you're like, yo, why is this? And it's because if you think about it, right? Like, let's say like I don't know, like a Brad Pitt, right? Brad Pitt is like amazing. Everyone loves Brad Pitt. But you got to look at like, you have to go see these movies. You have to go do this. These kids are, when they're coming home from school,
Exactly.
it's just like, like they're watching this over and over. My daughter watches like the same iCarly episode every day.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's the same
And
one.
it's
Yeah.
content.
You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, they have like 3 seasons of this.
She's like, no.
Nope.
She's
this
like, no,
one.
this is the one though. And then I'm like, all right, so imagine her, right? When I took her to the kids, this was the coolest thing. I took her to the Kids' Choice Awards, and she's literally pointing out like people I didn't know, right? I felt like the parents that used to, you know, when people would come up,
Yeah.
And my daughter.
yeah, they're like, who are you?
They're like, I don't know who you are, but she does.
Well, my daughter loves you. Go ahead and take
What
a
are
photo.
you on?
Oh my
Bro, I felt like that for the first time ever at the Kids' Choice Awards, and it was like the most hilarious thing. Because my daughter's like, oh, that's, you know, whoever. And I'm like, okay, cool. And like, you want to get a picture with them? And she's like, no, she's too famous. I'm like, what does she do? And she's like, she's a YouTuber. I'm like, yo, you want to get a picture with her?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I got you.
Ariel,
Like,
come on now.
So like, for me, I was like the coolest dad ever because I was like taking pictures with everyone that she
Yeah.
wanted to take pictures with.
Dope.
And like, yeah, she had a great time. So yeah, but being a kid and having a connection to a show or anything like that, I feel like it lasts way longer into your adulthood, into your, you know, till you're gone.
I feel like it also gives people permission to like go back to that very innocent childlike
that part.
place, right? And that will always like be with us, right? Like that
Right.
innocence before sex, of this and that, and
Right.
other.
It's true.
you
And
know,
we want to
relationships.
remember that.
Yeah.
We want to
Yeah.
have that connection
Because-
to like, oh yeah, life was simple once.
Yeah, it was.
Because people do like freak out and get that excitement about them, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like people don't get a chance to do that very often.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's very true.
There's this Starbucks guy recently who like when he saw my face, like he like had this like shock. He's like, oh,
Yeah.
and I was like, and he's like, oh, and he like did that for like a little too long,
Yeah.
and then he like put back on his adult self, like
Yeah,
he like
yeah.
literally
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
was like,
Yep.
oh sorry bro, Ned, like he literally like went
yeah.
to childhood and then like
Yep.
course corrected back to adulthood, and he was
Yeah.
like,
Like, what's
love your
up?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let me bring it back real quick.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I know, bud. It's
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's it's a cool thing to have, and it's a cool gift because, you know, for us, we had people that when we were kids, we watched kid shows. And shit. Like I remember the first time I ever met Bug Hall, like. I was just like so excited, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Big,
Like,
like,
I'm like,
huge.
yo,
Yeah.
bro, like you're lit, like you know what I mean?
Dang.
Like, I was like, you know, because those are like I watched like Little Rascals,
Yeah.
and,
Yep.
like The
Dude, exactly.
Sandlot,
Yep.
and shit like that, you know.
Exactly.
So it's like I know how people feel because I felt the same way when I saw these people somewhere. You know what I
Yup.
mean?
Yup.
So it's like I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never felt more like a schoolgirl than when I saw Viggo Mortensen in person, and it's because I watched Lord of the Rings since I was a child,
Yeah.
and like meeting him in person, I was like, "You're Aragorn," and I love you.
Dude.
Can I sniff your beard?
Wow.
Bro, I had a really bad moment one time with what's his name?
Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
But what's yeah. So I was at the Roosevelt Hotel. It was me and my boy Kwame. I don't know if you remember
Kwame,
Kwame.
yeah.
Nothing ever
Kwame
good happens in
Kotang.
Roosevelt.
Kotang,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Me and Kwame are at the Roosevelt Hotel, and I see him, and I go up to him, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, like I love everything that." You know, I was like, "I love everything you're in," which I do. You know what I mean? But I confused him with, and I said like Harry Potter. Going crazy.
No.
Wait, what is it? What is his name? Harry
Daniel
Potter.
Radcliffe.
Daniel
Radcliffe.
No.
Radcliffe.
You
Bro,
know.
and here's the messed up part, right? He's such a real one. Like Elijah is such a real one. He didn't even correct me.
Yeah, he just-
Kwame did.
Oh, wow.
Kwame's like, he's not a Harry Potter. He's like, bro, he's a Lord of the Rings.
Some
I was
with
like,
the wizards.
oh my bad. I was like, yo, I was like, that's what I meant. Like,
You go, no, you go, oh my bad. You walk away.
but you know what?
Oh.
It was the only reason why I loved that moment a little bit was because I've been that person all the time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who do
yeah,
you
yeah.
get?
Oh, everything. My brother.
Yeah.
Sure.
You sometimes.
Right.
Were you on That's
Right.
Classified?
Zoe
Like,
101,
nah, bro.
yeah.
I wasn't like.
Yeah, I get Mitchell Musa, or I used to.
Oh,
I
yeah,
used to.
yeah.
They're like, I love you on Hannah Montana. I'm like,
Yeah, and that
okay,
was like.
I'll just be like, yep. Me too, man. Me too.
Wait, we gave him
Miley.
Daniel Radcliff the other day when he put those glasses on.
Just when I put those glasses
yeah.
on.
honest
yeah.
mistake.
Yeah, bro. I was like,
He's
damn.
going to sacrifice himself.
Hey, that's a rough one. That's a rough
It
one.
was rough, bro. It just looked so bad because Kwame, actually, he corrected me like right in front of him.
That's
too.
amazing.
So it was just like,
Thank you guys so much for watching this clip of the Ned's Declassified Podcast Survival Guide. And you can check out the full episode on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, or wherever you guys check out your podcasts. And if you can't get enough of us, go ahead and support our Patreon. Thank you guys so much for watching.